Happy holidays from BullionMax. This is BullionMax, the podcast. I'm Mark Alyn, along with Sean Reynolds, the customer service manager for BullionMax. Happy holidays, Sean.
Thank you, Mark. Happy holidays to you as well.
And happy holidays, as I said, to you watching. As we rapidly approach the holidays in the beginning of December, we have some news about BullionMax that we wanted to share with you, and including how to get your product as soon as possible.
Yes, order as soon as possible. That helps.
Yes.
That's the only thing we want you to keep in mind, but that is very, very helpful. The sooner you know what you want to buy, get that order placed, and we will get it in the carrier's hands as quickly as possible.
How long does it take to get? So if I ordered today, and I live near Los Angeles, okay?
Sure. In that situation, you would see it a day or two after we ship it out. So you're right. Los Angeles is the key. And our customers' distance from Los Angeles is certainly going to impact how long it takes for them to receive their order. So it seems to be to get to the middle of the country and to the East Coast, it's a healthy week at this time of year. So it might even be, if it ships on a Monday, it might arrive on the following Tuesday. So This is why we're saying you may want to order as quickly as possible, especially if you're spoiled by Amazon delivery. I mean, let's face it, they've got distribution centers in every state, sometimes multiple ones. So if you're used to getting your things in a day or two, please know we only have one location we ship from, and it is Los Angeles. So it is going to take a while for things to get to Florida. I just spoke with a gentleman from South Carolina. So I've set his expectation for when he can expect to receive his product. But ground shipments from West Coast to the East Coast take about a week.
And with the holiday, with everybody wanting to give some really great gifts, especially those from BullionMax, plan ahead a little bit. If I order today and I want to send a check in, is that going to take extra time?
You're getting a little dicey now to send a check in, because one thing we know for sure is the mail is pretty unpredictable. And since you don't know how long it would take for us to receive the payment, and the fact that we're going to hold that payment for 4 business days to verify that the funds are there, you have almost 2 weeks involved in that process right there, plus delivery time then on top of that. So for holiday orders, I really wouldn't recommend paying by check and mailing the check in. In checkout, we call that paper check. Still, if you're purchasing to make investments, things of that nature, the most important thing is that you're locking in your price. We're setting aside the inventory, and then we're just waiting to receive your payment. But for gifts, yes, at this point, I would not recommend paying by sending in a check.
Also, with a bank account, a checking account, you can do an ACH, right?
Yes. Now, need to keep in mind that even if the funds are withdrawn immediately through that process, it takes 3 business days for that payment to be released to us. So that's kind of the only one that's on the fence. Maybe it's a good idea, maybe it's not a good idea. It's really going to depend on, once again, how far away are you from Los Angeles? Add 3 business days. Now, business days, you have to remember you include weekends as well. So if you place your order on a Thursday, it's probably not going to ship until Tuesday because of the weekend. Remember, business days. That's what's important there. But at this time of year, people on smaller orders normally don't use bank wires. But bank wires are a brilliant way to pay this time of year, because we ship immediately. We ship same day, next day, which is our typical goal when we receive a payment. But also, they might cost you just $20 to issue, and that may be considerably less than credit card fees, especially if you're purchasing gold items as gifts. So it's a
flat. It's a flat rate with wires.
Yeah, it might be $20. Is pretty common. Commonly, what I see, our percentage for payment processing is roughly 4%. So, on a $2,000 order, that's $80. Okay, that adds up pretty quickly. However, with that, you have to remember you also have credit card protections. So if there are any issues with your order, or you don't trust us or whatever, that's your choice to pay that way. Maybe that makes that $80 worth it to you. But again, we would ship immediately, either same day, next day. Just getting it in the carrier's hands as quickly as we can. And the same goes for PayPal. That's another great payment method. Crypto is also rather immediate. BitPay is our interface. So hopefully you're familiar with BitPay if you want to use crypto to pay for your order.
But the fastest way to order a product and to get it into your hands and under the tree or your menorah, whatever you may
into the stocking, in the sock, whatever.
In the stocking.
Yeah,
is to use a wire.
PayPal, those are immediate. Crypto is immediate, and then bank wires are immediate. Pretty much as soon as you send it, we have it, unless you're outside of the standard business hours for wires to be transmitted.
We are taking a look at getting you your holiday gifts quickly here on BullionMax, the podcast. That's our topic for today. The shipping is something that I think is important and critical. It's tracked. And even at this time of year when the post office is nuts, FedEx is nuts, UPS is nuts, all of these people, all of these companies do have tracking so that you know exactly where and when your product is.
Yes, to the best of the ability of the carriers, absolutely. Sometimes at this time of year, there may be delays where you don't see a scan for a day or two. That doesn't mean your package is lost. Normally, what I do in that situation is I personally keep track of that order, and I check every 4 or 5 hours to see if there's any movement on that package. If there is no movement on that package, I usually enlist the assistance of our representatives to see if they have any better information than I do about that package. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But it also seems like sometimes it's magic. The second you ask for help, they go, oh, here it is. There we go. It's just going through Chicago. No big deal. I think the important thing to keep in mind is if you have gold, any kind of gold, even if it's a 1 gram gold bar, even if it's a gold back, we are going to require a signature for that delivery. So you may want to make whatever arrangements you need to be able to get that package. We don't have the ability, because of our insurance carriers, to not require a signature for that. So as much as you say, hey, don't require a signature, it's not my choice.
Got it.
We have to send it out that way.
And from a customer's standpoint, I think that's better. I want to know that I've got,
yes,
what I get.
Of course, for every person who wishes they could get a signature when we don't offer one, there's someone who's like, I'm a working man. I ain't got time to take golf, and I can't be in. Well, I totally respect that. I mean, let's face it, that's how you paid for your order. We get it. However, we don't want to just leave precious metals on your porch if we can help it. Now, we do also use the post office. So for smaller orders that don't contain gold, those are just going to be delivered by the post office, and no signature would be required. So you may want to use that strategy for your order, or knowing, hey, I'm going to buy some of those cool Christmas rounds. Maybe I'll get 10 of them or so. Okay, that is not an expensive enough shipment where we would require a signature. So no worries there. That will come in the mail. So just a couple of things.
Let's take a look at some of the special Christmas rounds.
There's
a 1 ounce. We're going to have this up here on our screen between us. The night of Jesus's birth. It's a silver round. It's about $30, that's a great price, and would make a great gift to somebody who's religious.
Absolutely. And that has been selling very well. It is gorgeous. It's very well designed. The image itself, the picture doesn't quite do it justice compared to how it looks in real life. And sometimes that happens with silver products or things that are shiny. The camera can get fooled into it looking different. You know, it can be darker. You know, sometimes it might even look like it's got black paint on it.
But
That's
it's
usually
actually,
very
I've seen
shiny
them. Yeah,
part of
they're
it. Yes.
silvery and shiny.
Mhm.
That's what they are. Let's take a look at the Merry Christmas patriotic coin.
Yes.
That also sells for about $30.
We call it Patriotic Santa in the shop. We love that one. We think a lot of people are just really thinking about our country and this holiday and all of that stuff. So it's got a little something for everybody. You got Santa Claus, you got an American flag, and you have a dog and a cat. That's what we like. Okay, hey. So that's a great item. We were really excited when we were able to source those for the holiday. Certainly, just about anyone would enjoy to have that. Even if they don't believe in Santa anymore, it's still fun. Of course, it's an ounce of silver, folks. So
I still believe in Santa.
Gift. I believe in the magic of Santa Claus. As a matter of fact, I try to create a couple of those miracles myself every year in that spirit. So whether it's well, I was out the other day. We're leaves like crazy this time of year. I work remotely in Oklahoma, and good heavens, I have one tree in my yard, but I'm surrounded by oaks and all kinds of other things that throw leaves. And my neighbors have a newborn. And I figured the last thing they need to do is worry about the leaves in their yard. So when I was working on my leaves, it's like, I'll help those guys out. So little holiday magic. I was feeling it already, Mark.
That's a good thing. Hey, let's move on and we'll take a look at the holiday, Happy Holidays penguins.
Yes.
Around. Where's that from?
Okay, now that's another round. And what's nice about that is, of course, it says Happy Holidays. So you could give that to virtually anyone. The penguins are having fun, enjoying all things holiday on there, and I believe that one is not dated. They tend to have dates on them, but that one's wide open. But sure, it's cute, it's fun, and if for some reason Merry Christmas is not appropriate, Happy Holidays. So
yes, and we can move on to this is a terrific gift if you have a young person who's a Simpson fanatic. Tell us about the Australian Simpson coin round.
Yes, it's like Krusty's car, and so you have multiple characters from the Simpsons, and this is a colorized coin who are riding in the car. I believe Sideshow Bob might be in there. I can't recall all of the characters in there, but it's vibrant, it's very colorful, it's very cartoonish, and we've been selling a bunch of those too. Lots of folks. Funny when they say that's what they want to buy, they laugh. And I think they're already envisioning the response that they're going to get when that gift is opened up. And it's going to put a smile on somebody's face. So
absolutely.
Yeah, very cool item. We still have the little Bart Simpson shaped coin as well. That's just about selling out, but that one is another great one for Simpsons fans. That's a full troy ounce of silver, and also colorized and stylized. It doesn't look like the typical Bart, but it was specifically designed for the coin.
Got it. One of my favorite all-time film characters is James Bond, and you have an Australian James Bond Roger Moore silver that would make an ideal gift for a 007 fan.
Yeah, so there's still a good number of Bond coins that are available that are celebrating the 60th anniversary of James Bond. Of course, it started with Sean and Dr. No 1962. It was, and Ursula Andress, and but fantastic series. I still have a hard time figuring out which was my favorite Bond. Given my age, I really grew up with Roger Moore as Bond, backtracked with Sean Connery, watching the movies on TV with my folks. And then Pierce Brosnan was great. And Daniel Craig, man, I don't know if there's a Bond movie better than Casino Royale. So for those who like the genre, like the action, like the stories, all of that, there are a number of different Bond items we have. But yes, that Roger Moore coin, we just got that in, and that is it's fun. Again, colorized, so you can very clearly see Roger instead of just trace design of Mr. Moore. But fun item. Yeah, all the Bond coins are great.
Probably one of the biggest film franchises is coming up next, and that's from New Zealand, Star Wars, Season's Greetings, I guess, right?
Yes, absolutely. And there are a number of licensed products that we have that we brought in for the holiday season, and Star Wars is one of them. And it's kind of fun in that it's tackling one of the big AT-ATs that was in the second, well, technically the fifth movie, in the ice. So it's wrapping up its legs and it's going to make it fall down. But what wraps up its legs is a string of Christmas lights. Pretty clever way to get the holiday theme in there.
Who's your favorite Star Wars character?
Yoda.
Yoda, yeah. And the new baby Yoda on The Mandalorian is so cute, right?
I think is his name. Amazingly enough, I was called the service Yoda of American Girl years ago when I worked there. Just for some reason, I was able to help customers in ways other people couldn't. And people go, "How did you do that?" I don't know. It just made sense to me to just listen carefully and take care of them. But for some reason, that makes me wise, I guess, as a service provider. I'll take it.
Got it. And another smash film franchise is Harry Potter. I can't believe it. And these are coming from New Zealand. And Roger Moore, the 007 James Bond, is from Australia. So this is from New Zealand, and it's Harry Potter.
Yes.
A prestidigitator. I guess he's a wizard, not a prestidigitator.
Yes. And, that is a series that will live on and on. Whether you enjoyed the movies or you read the books, it's timeless. And so there are people who are still, Potter fans, just as if they read the first book and fell in love with it. They still love that series that much. So
yes,
and a nice item that we have available for folks who like Harry and the other magicians.
They've made Harry Potter into a Broadway musical.
Yes. Now I've not seen it yet, but I understand Daniel Radcliffe really tore it up as Weird Al in that biopic.
Oh, yeah?
It was on Roku TV of all places. Gonna have to find that, but it's full of cameos and all kinds of other things. But I would never have thought of the Harry Potter actor playing Weird Al. So that's already a big stretch. So I'll have to see if I can dispel belief and just let myself enjoy it.
Radcliffe has become a fabulous actor. Really, he really has.
Absolutely.
A variety of different things. I just saw him in something. He was the villain. And he was terrific. I don't remember what that was.
Sandra Bullock and trying to remember. It was a Netflix.
It was a Netflix film, and he kidnapped somebody. It's I think it's
hilarious.
Yeah,
it's hilariously bad.
Kind of a dark comedy.
It's not what you expect to see him do. So it's just, once again, fun to see him stretch out and do something different.
Right. Last but not least, let us visit briefly the happiest place on earth, and that's Disney.
Absolutely. Disney.
We've been presenting some gift ideas, and they're still available for you. If you pay them particularly through a wire transfer, and you can get them in time for the holidays that are just literally less than 2 weeks away.
Yep. Also, if you pay by credit card, or if you pay by PayPal, or if you're a crypto person, those are immediate payments, and we get things in the shipper's hands as quickly as we possibly can to make sure that there's plenty of time for it to be delivered in time for the holiday. But keep in mind, we can only ship to you and your billing address. Because of the nature of these particular products, we are not able to send them to a giftee's address. So make sure that you offer enough time for that as well, for you to receive it if it needs to go somewhere else.
Oh, so it has to be to like the credit card address, where the billing address.
Okay. Yep, and that's for the protection of our customers. As much as it seems like a bummer and unfair, truly it is for your protection. So
let's take a look at, as I said, the happiest place on earth. That's Disney, and let us take a look at Mickey Mouse first. It's actually shaped. It's a silver. I'm going to call it a medallion. I may be wrong, but it's shaped like Mickey, and it's colorized again. Tell us about that.
Yes, it's again, this is more of the licensed product that we brought in for the holiday, and so from Nui, it is just vibrantly colored, and it's fun that it's the shape of the character and not just round with the character on it. It also comes with special packaging that is helpful when gifting this particular item.
And we've got Pluto as well, and and these are also from New Zealand. Now, is this from where's it actually from? Do you know?
It's funny because we call it Nui, but it's just over in that area of Australia and New Zealand, but just they make probably more licensed products than anybody else, and so of course they would be making the Disney product, perhaps one of the most licensed products out there ever when you get right down to it. But yeah, we're glad to have these particular items available.
And last but not least, I have a feeling you can do this. Can you do a Donald Duck?
Not very well. Not like my Connery.
Yeah. So Donald is also available if you're a Donald Duck aficionado. And again, it's cut out. It's shaped like a very happy Donald, and it's colorized, and it looks beautiful.
Yeah, again, kind of like The Simpsons, very, very vibrant color, and naturally cartoonish, since they are cartoons. So big, bold primary colors. And
again, from the happiest place on earth, the Disney. Actually, Star Wars is Disney too. It just occurred.
It is now. Yep.
It is now, right?
Yep. I think Harry Potter is as well.
Oh, is it really? I didn't know that.
Either that or that might be Universal Studios. It's hard to keep it all straight. In Florida, they got it going on. Let's say that. Or California as well.
Got it. Well, we're just about out of time. Let's just wrap up quickly. If you are considering gold or silver, we've only talked about silver products for the holidays, and these are many of them are very inexpensive, $30 to just under $200 if I'm not mistaken. And you can get them in time for the holidays for your loved ones, and it's just I would be thrilled with any of these as a holiday gift. I think it's a great collectible, and it's a great way to start collecting some of these collectibles, wouldn't you say, Sean?
Absolutely. You could start giving one a year if you decided that's what you wanted to do. Start that type of a collection. This is also the time of year when people might buy a silver eagle that's dated 2022 and give that as a gift, and give one of those each year going forward. You could do that with virtually any of the bullion coins we have. Spoke with a woman the other day. She bought a couple of half-ounce gold eagles for that purpose, and she was intending to do that going forward for her adult children. So all kinds of things. So as much as we showed you specific giftable type of things, don't forget that just good old bullion is a great gift as well. The silverbacks are outstanding. They're much larger than you think. They're actually 3 inches by 7 inches. They have that fantastic dragon on there. $10, folks. $10. So even just an order of those, pass them out. $10. It's going to be unlike anything else they already have. So for the person who has everything, they probably don't have that. But it's actually got real silver in it. Not a lot, but it's in there. Pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. Well, as I said, we are out of time. Again, visit BullionMax.com. That's BullionMax.com. Look around, and if you're interested in investing in gold and silver, you have a great opportunity to learn because of all the articles and information that is there regarding investing, regarding hedging against inflation, and what you can do with all kinds of precious metals. Sean, happy holidays to you and your family.
Thank you. Happy holidays to you and your family, Mark.
Thank you very much. And happy holidays to you and your family from all of us here at BullionMax. I'm Mark Alyn for Sean Reynolds. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.